We're a suburb, and you have a couple dozen chickens wandering around here in the middle of town. They walk across the roads, they block traffic, but the weird thing about it is the majority of people in this town really love the chickens. A bunch of us grad students took a class to create content for the Riches program. It's something that the history department just started. Riches UCF is the regional initiative for the collecting of histories, experiences, and stories of Central Florida. We each got to pick areas of Central Florida. I actually live here in Oviedo. We would do 3 podcasts about little interesting bits of history that people might not know about, and bring that in a new form of media to people that like history. Oviedo really has its roots in agriculture. You have people who have lived here their entire lives that when they grew up here, it wasn't uncommon to see a cow or a chicken or a pig wandering on the road. And then you have more people that have moved here and they live in gated communities and subdivisions that they commute to work everywhere. And for them, seeing a chicken is a big deal. So you get some tension there between the two of them. Sometime in the early 90s, a chicken kind of showed up downtown. A couple weeks later, there was a hen. And then, like I say in the podcast, the next spring, inevitably, there were baby chickens. From there, the population has just grown and gotten larger and larger, and now, I mean, nobody really touches them. They leave them be. It's a self-sustaining population of chickens. They like to hang out in several different spots around town, and ironically, they like to hang out near the chicken restaurant across the street. A lot of these business owners think that it's really interesting, it's unique to have chickens, and they've really adopted them as a sort of a mascot. Well, this podcast in particular will be out March 2012. You can find them at the Riches website. They're also available on iTunes U under the UCF link. I have a bunch of anecdotes about chickens crossing the road, so you got to listen to the podcast to find out. If one person listens to a podcast and gets interested in the history of their town because they found out why the chickens are in Oviedo, it's great to have somebody else interested in history.